following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Yeah, that's right. I just got forwarded the message on, and then I was heading to Melvin's office.
Ah, yes.
Whereas my plan is to ambush Stephanie for the going to the danger room.
Okay.
Steph, hold up. You wanna help me with the thing?
Okay.
So, how did you feel about all of the... well, today?
It was fine. Class as usual. Danger room ended about as well as it normally does.
Well, I
Party interrupted though, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Really sucked for Johnny. That it would have been nice to still be whole.
Yeah, it'll grow back, I'm sure.
Start up my program for the rooftops. So, I've been trying my hand at the mission designer thing, and I basically just wanted to get your opinions.
Alright, it looks like a city.
City rooftops. You know, you...
Still a city. Yep, that looks about right. Yep.
Well,
there are tops, there are roofs, there's a city below.
well, come on, let's hang out on the rooftops.
Okay.
It's, I basically wanted to talk to you about, you know how you were...
This isn't like some incredibly misguided attempt to get me alone, is it?
Sort of, but not in a not in a creepy way. So you are like the only one of us that's actually been a superhero, and like
Yes, I am.
I mean, I found out I had my powers, and then I was basically bust straight here, kind of thing. I never really had the option of do I use my power for evil? Do I use my power to save people? And it's just like...
You're telling me you wanted the option to choose evil?
I don't know what Alvin Clay, as he was before this happened to him, would have done with these powers. I mean, I was definitely on a darker path before these options presented themselves.
You know, this is a volunteer program.
And you know how they're talking about how a lot of people would wind up in prison if they were not here?
One of them.
I would undoubtedly be in prison.
Well, not if you haven't committed a crime.
Before I met you guys, I was essentially doing crime.
Well, then I guess you were on that path.
Well, I mean...
So you're the other side of the fence.
Kind of. But it's more that I tried to lessen the impact of things that were already going to happen.
How'd that work out?
Pretty good, actually. I mean, when you stop your guys going into a place that's got an elderly couple versus knocking over the bagger that's 2 doors down that happens to have stuff he can afford to lose.
Well, it's terminology like that. I'm guessing you used to be black, and you were in Blue Gang Group or one of its tributary? Yeah. No offense, but that kind of term. Red Faction don't generally use that word.
I never really had too much dealings with... No gang violence, no things. I was strictly B&E.
So why choose me to confess these things to?
Because you're the closest thing I know to a hero. Former, but been.
I mean, it was fun while it lasted.
Well,
And then it wasn't. I mean, I'm probably better off here. Training, support network, friends, maybe, if
I like
they
to think
can,
so.
if everyone can sort of stop pushing each other away.
If everyone can get past themselves.
You know what we should do? No, never mind.
No. Please elaborate.
No, I'm not allowed to spread my spurious lies.
Well then, how about thinking and running through that process out loud to yourself?
Because, despite all protestations, I'm very good at keeping Dex Midnight out of anything I want him to hear, and he would know I wanted him to hear.
Well,
Because I think he's worked out that everything he's hearing is just what I want him to hear.
that sounds like a fantastic trick, and
I learned it here.
and someday I hope you teach me how to do that.
They're already teaching you how. You just need
Sweet.
to pay attention.
Because he is a nosy motherfucker.
He doesn't have a choice.
I am also a nosy motherfucker.
I mean, it seems almost all of my friends are nosy motherfuckers. Something about that. But, I mean, give him a break. I mean, I know you try and keep him out with sogs and that, but he's a very nice guy. He's a good friend of mine.
I'm starting to see it, but
Give him a chance. I know he comes off as Mr. Rock and Roll, but he's a person just like you, and I realize you're about to say, I am a blob monster or whatever you want, Putty, but like inside, he's still a person, and it's easy to lose track of that.
that's not the reason.
Especially with all the training videos that keep telling you you're not.
Well, I mean, that's not the reason we don't get along. The reason we don't get along is because he leans into my head to give me messages and stuff like that. And that was the same kind of freaky monster shit that I used to become a leader of my crew. I'm not...
So you see yourself in it, and you
Yes.
don't like that, because you don't like yourself.
I think the new me is pretty great. I'm not that attached to
Is the new me really that much different, Alvin? Is it? People don't tend to change that drastically very quickly.
Not unless they make a marked effort to take interest in a, whoa, hey, I've just been granted a shot in an entirely new life.
Oh.
Whoa, hey, better embrace that because the other one wasn't going so great.
Well, I hope that works out.
It's just...
But actually, why are we here?
Well, I mean, Roxy kind of hit upon a thing where she just wanted you to go somewhere where you have somewhere where you could relax. And, I mean, I thought hero, rooftops, this, from what I know of you, you don't share so much.
I know I am as guilty of the crime that I decry others for, but
I kind of thought this was your element. Standing above the city, looking for shit to do. And, I mean, the city's kind of pretty like this.
it is. But I've left all that behind me, and wallowing back in it is only going to be counterproductive and self-destructive, although it was a nice thought.
Well, I mean, it's kind of bullshit. We're just protecting the city in a different way. Like with black government spook cars, and whatever the hell they're training us to do. But, I mean, city doesn't change.
Well, the city...
Float parade.
When did Dismon the Christmas Bear come from?
I don't know, but he's just so jolly.
And happy all the time.
Friend to the people. I hear
Big
he saved
hugger.
I hear he saved a whole bunch of children and an orphanage, and he gave them a pool. Who the hell gives kids a pool?
Desmond the fucking Christmas Bear does.
I'm Desmond the Christmas Bear. What the heck?
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I'm willing to put up with some.
Problem is, no matter how pretty it is, I can't look at it for long. Because I know somewhere there's a crime happening.
Well, maybe we could work on some scenarios together to just kind of scratch that itch, but still be training. And hey, I mean, if anything, the last couple of days have proven that I am pretty shit useless in a street fight or a straight up and up fight, so I could use some pointers.
Have you ever considered not fighting like a person? Just stay at range and slap them with a tentacle from 2 squares away. Or flow up all around them and tangle up their limbs in a big hug.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident in my ability to
I
take
mean,
down...
that seemed to work.
I'm pretty confident in my ability to take down one dude. That does not help a lot in a really big scale fight.
True.
So,
Well then, what you're going to want is probably the basic fight training program until you can beat that, then move on to level 2, and then start some of the city parkour ones. I like assassin training, but it's pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, if someone like you was getting taken down, then someone who's at the beginner level
And I
like
told
me...
Rox this, I don't have powers.
Oh, because you're sunlight powered and you're wearing the clothes that are covering you up completely.
That's part of the reason, but the main reason is that I need to train not with powers. Because if I become too dependent on them...
Then you'll be even stronger when you're stronger.
Yes, and also if I'm caught in a situation where I don't have power, I will need to be able to handle myself.
That's
I just
smart.
got caught with my pants down in there. That's all, and that's the only reason.
Yeah, no, I can completely see that. You would be even stronger when you're stronger, so win-win.
Yeah.
What, did Roxy give you shit for not being at superpowered?
I mean, she's got a point. Like,
She-
if had I not been unpowered, that scenario would have been easier on everyone.
Okay. Oh.
And maybe Tom wouldn't have gone nuts, and maybe Jennifer wouldn't have been hit in the head with a rock, and maybe you wouldn't have been burnt so bad.
I mean, that would have maybe happened if Dex hadn't have been asleep too.
They
but,
shot him on purpose.
yeah, but I mean, we
can't rely on him.
Yeah, and
He's a nice asset.
Yeah.
And he's really good if he just...
What?
I probably need to go have a talk with him, because right now I bet you he's wallowing in self-pity.
That does sound like a Dex thing to do.
You don't know. Give him a chance, though. He'll
All
try
right.
and get past the lean into your head thing. He's trying to show off, and he's good at his job.
Alright, I will give him a shot, but I'll still call him out for being a dick.
I mean, you should. He needs to keep both feet on the ground.
Oh, and
He's not super mage, you know.
Who the hell is?
Yes.
Oh, and just between you and me, maybe you give me a nudge if I'm being a dick. Just to... Yes, okay, I'm now aware that doing this to you was kind of a dick move.
I just got nudging privileges, and I will use them.
Okay, let's roll.
You made this?
Yeah,
It's a good city.
it's thanks, it's local.
Is it? I'm not from Shamakonda, so I didn't think it was that big.
Cold Rock.
Oh, I'm not from Cold Rocks either. I didn't think it was that big.
Now, see, if
Oh, I do know one thing, though. Like, way over there's supposed to be a big needle from that new big penis Anthony Smart
shit.
built in the city.
Oh shit, but there were dates on it, so maybe, like, they don't have
Maybe
the
I should
recent-
investigate this feature more.
Well, I mean, if you want to show people something or something, this took me like 35 minutes to make, and that was adding in the thing so I could go like parade on, parade off.
Like, so Desmond the Christmas Bear is supposed to be there.
Yeah. Oh, and like daytime, nighttime, daytime. I'm not going to do that anymore. They'll probably get upset at me in the booth.
We can have real fun by going...
Well, this has been good, I guess.
Well, just so you know, your teammates looking out for you and worried you, and also Roxy is being an annoying asshole. So
She's did finding herself.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
okay, and
Poor little thing.
don't get sent to the infirmary today. They probably do not appreciate.
Well, today is almost over, so... Alright. Suddenly, in the middle of your scenario, a pair of great big RGB robots, one's red, one blue, lands on the rooftop with a huge crunch.
What?
'Tis Satan and Diablo.
You guys here to enjoy the parade also?
Computer and program.
Guys?
Nice try.
Guys? This...
Attention, mutants. You are required to do the will of Dr. Destructo. Failure to obey instructions will result in termination.
Okay. I did not program this.
No kidding. Someone's having fun.
So... Then
Your instructions are as follows. Enter Ruby Crystals of Burma and Natural History Museum. Remove Ruby Crystals of Burma and surrender them to agents of Dr. Destructo.
Okay, we'll do that.
That sounds...
Deception detected.
No.
Combat begins. You both wake up in the infirmary. So, you're in the professor's office with your quill. Roll.
Oh yeah, 19.
Good, you only need to stay for an hour. I trust everything is going well with your team building.
Everybody was caught a little off guard with the sudden intrusion into our lunch date today.
What the?
I do actually have a request. Couple actually, but one kind of... I want to make sure that Stephanie gets some surface time to actually power herself up. I know
She has unrestricted access to the surface already.
Do I have the authority to force her to go up there, sir?
You do not. Unless it is during a class or exercise.
Guess I'll just have to encourage her to go up. But I felt she put everybody at danger by... she's getting stubborn and wanting to... And I perfectly understand this. I mean, I want to keep up my gun training and gym training for the same reason. She wants to not have to rely on her powers in case they get switched off. But it's... Unfortunately, I think she's a little...
Scritch. You have given me an excellent idea. I will move up your unpowered scenarios. I should keep the smug off your faces.
Thank you, sir.
Don't mention it.
But yeah, it's a good practice, but I think she's potentially put the rest of us in danger by taking it upon herself to remain unpowered, as opposed to merely choosing to not use her powers, because I know she can do that.
To a degree. Tell me, have you noticed anything else strange about her behaviors and attire lately?
Yeah, she seems to have sudden body concerns over the last week and a bit. Like she's covering up completely. I'm guessing it was now, after hearing what she said, I'm guessing it's because she's been trying to actually limit her sun intake.
Really? Interesting.
I mean, I thought it might have been some kind of issue with some kind of body image issue or something, or
You're all so concerned about your appearances.
Well, that's what I initially thought, but maybe she was just trying to limit her ability to take in sunlight to try and push herself to not have to use her ability.
Interesting.
I would also like to make a request to allow Johnny to visit his parents. It's only for a day.
I will take it under advisement.
Well, it was his birthday today, of course, and he frightfully misses them. And I just thought even if he could just spend a day or even an afternoon with his father. And
Separation anxiety is common amongst new mutates when wrenched away from the comforts and luxuries of home. But I will take it under advisement.
Thank you, sir.
At the beginning of next week, which we're about to week skip through the rest of the week and hit next week, by the way.
Yeah.
So, you will be taken into the town of Cold Rock for some practical, hands-on chances to mess up.
I'm surprised
Prepare yourselves, because a repeat of the last instance will not be tolerated under any circumstance.
Of course, sir. I will actually let everybody know, if that's okay, sir.
It is your choice. Now I believe we are finished for the day.
I believe that is also, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, so is there anything anyone wants to stipulate specifically during your week of generic classes and usual interactions?
That only depends on whether the Fungineers have finished the program parameters I gave them. If they haven't...
I'm going to have it conveniently get finished right after your start of week activity.
You also want to be looking for the ability to TV and VCR.
Yes. That is true. We need a... preferably one that can be attached to a projector so we can actually get that movie experience.
Okay,
So
you've been looking for that.
I'm mostly going to be asking initially, like, it'd be like, weeks. And,
The two nerds will
Yeah.
shuffle embarrassedly and think they might know about something that might be able to get their hands on. Hyde and Glaben.
yeah, okay, sweet. I will briefly also pop into Dixie and ask. I'll be like, you know what your brother knows about the letter, so you know about the letter.
Of course I do.
I just want her 2 cents on whether he's right or I'm right. I want a second opinion.
I think that it's unlikely that it's going to come rampaging at you here. And so everyone else doesn't really need to be worried, but I also feel that you're distancing yourself from everyone unnecessarily because you think you're better than us at handling this. I get this feeling that you think we're a bunch of undisciplined kids and, maybe you're right. But I think maybe we'd handle it better than you think. Look how calm I am. It's your choice.
Oh, thank her. Give her a kiss on the cheek.
Hey. What is this? You don't even know me.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, unless something else comes up throughout the week, which I'm guessing nothing major.
I mean, there's the usual infirmary visits. So here's what happens during the remainder of the weekly. So, Harmony and Tom appear to have altered the nature of their relationship to be some kind of weird friendship. Though they still argue a lot, and they're not doing that.
Just kidding.
Anthony Peterson seems to be, butching up in terms of his levels of engagement and attitude.
Is he actually also, is he hitting the gym more to try and actually...
Yes, he seems to be, progressing. Jennifer continues to not be able to use the phone and is never seen without her gun. In fact, she's taken to fingering it slightly when the rest of you get around.
Oh, okay.
Like a talisman or defense of some sort. You continue to fail at all your classes unless you make a roll now that passes. You're looking for an 11 or better.
Nope. 9.
That's better. 13.
You're muddling along averagely. What are you, distracted or something? I don't know. You're not doing so great. Yeah.
Every time there's a week skip.
That's it. You want to be there for your triumphs. Finally, it is the morning, and everyone has been awoken for a trip into town.
Just for my week, probably just focusing on the book, trying to get the face thing better, and
Give me a roll for that. We're talking about facial expressions for your putty face.
He's 12.
That's progress. That's progress. It's like part of performance and acting to convey that emotion better, be more convincing and sneaky. So yeah, you're making progress on that. That's good.
Probably dinner the day before we go out. I would have given just a very brief speech that's just, we're going into town, and just no repeat of what happened last time under any circumstances. We know that they can handle it better than quicker than us. They're the professionals. We're the students.
Now everyone is piled onto a booth. And good old Roxanne is stood up in front of everyone. Females on the left, males on the right, Alvin in the back seat, riding in the back seat. And she is up, since you are the self-appointed leader of this group. You will choose the area we are going to for your field training. You have 3 choices of areas that are suitable for this. You may return to the area you were previously in the Chesterfield region. Or there's an area in Chinatown you might like to visit. It's on the border with the Italian bloc. I'm sure that's very McSpackenese. Or you could visit the Russian Kubashevsky district. The others all shall, like... Oh, it should be this one, in equal proportions, I'm assuming. I don't know where Alvin wants to go.
Who wants to go to foreign places? They're just pretending they're back in their foreign country.
There's a lot of anti-Russian sentiment at the moment.
I can't imagine why.
So I think in order to avoid any potential troubles, it's best we go to Chinatown.
Oh, come on!
We've already been to the other place, and no point going there again. Not so soon.
Right, you pull up inside, but the shutters are down the whole way, so you can't see where you're going. You pull up inside a DMV garage. There are some people in nice, tidy suits waiting for you. They look like normal people. Hello. My name's Mark, and this is Sarah. Hello.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Sarah.
Howdy.
Right, which one of you is the group leader, he says, looking between Anne and Stephanie. Oh! What a creative hair we've chosen.
Thanks.
Welcome to this branch of the DMV. Now, there are some little field training exercises we're going to do to see what it's like in the real world, where you will be encouraged to put all of the things you've learned over your week skip lessons into practice. We'll go through several scenarios, take a little break for break's sake, and then move on. Don't worry. We'll both be here watching over you carefully and judging you constantly.
No pressure.
Actually, there's quite a bit.
Just like being back at the base.
Except there's civilians around who don't think the way you do. Right. Choose your 2-person teams. Do the player characters go together? Or do they pick NPCs each?
After you.
What, you're not going to pick me so you can watch over me like a babysitter? Thank you. Steph, want a hand?
Alright. Stephanie is wearing her formal pants and hoodie.
Not looking back to it, it's just like, is Jen still doing the thing where she keeps touching the gun?
Mm-hmm.
I might have done an oopsie.
That's fine. It'll be a nice transition stage. Well, who do you want?
Who do I think? The answer's probably going to be Jennifer here. Would be the most the biggest concern based on recent happenings over that week's skip? Like
Tom?
But haven't he in like harm like
Yeah, but he
mellowed
still
out?
has his massive self-control problem.
Yeah.
That's biochemical. There's nothing he can do about it.
Okay.
Not that you know that yet.
Have he and Harm teamed up? I will watch and wait.
As has Titanium and Jennifer.
Okay.
Or rather, Titanium is just like, Jennifer, I'll go with you. Because,
Okay, she's actually a good. In fact, I think they teamed up last time, as I recall.
I mean, it's Titanium's literal job.
Yeah. I'll just see who's. I'm just going to wait and see who wants to team up. Nobody wants to be with stick in the mud.
Well, this is more of a player thing.
Yeah, I know.
Who do you want? Because I'm not going to have just one of them come up to you and go.
Okay.
Because it's like, who do you want?
Because otherwise you'd have to pick up Dex and physically move him to see the other options.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. It's probably going to be Deck C because now
Now
I'm thinking- now-
that fraternization thing.
well, that's still a thing, but it's like she's suddenly like
Date night.
she is interested. So.
What?
Date night.
I did not mean to give that impression. Oh, me, huh?
I mean, if you don't want to.
No. I'm a friendly type.
Of course you are, huh?
She'll just adjust her little vest thing closed. So, now, yeah, everyone's picked your partners? Excellent. Well, let's start with, well, you two look like you're going to be very interesting. The, hooded jumper thing, is that, unnecessary part of your, it's not necessary at all, in fact.
In fact, it's a better disguise for me because when I, Terry Crews, Butterface, if I just do a hoodie and...
Well, it is a policy to, unless prevented by religious or need of powers, to not cover one's head. It makes people feel ill at ease.
But aren't we going to Chinatown and don't they have the straw hats and stuff?
Nonetheless, it is policy to still follow the DMV. So if I just pull the hood off, I'll be okay then. Very well. Right, who wants to go first?